Hi, I'm Ashby Wrench with Ben Robinson for Week 3 of Bucks Weekly. Sorry we weren't here last week as we had some other obligations. Ben, what do we have to cover this week?
This week we're going to talk to the boys and girls cross country team first, and then we will talk to Coach Kane for the Lady Bucks volleyball team, and then we'll finish up with Coach Cates and the Covington football team. And we'll begin with the cross country team right after these messages.
Hi, this is Don Solon, pastor at Fields of Grace Worship Center. We are a non-denominational church with a contemporary casual atmosphere. We are a church committed to reaching outside our walls while at the same time caring for those that call Fields of Grace home. Maybe you know Fields of Grace by all our community events. You are always welcome to come on over for a cup of coffee Sunday mornings and check us out at fieldsofgrace.org for service times.
Remember cross country seniors Hunter Roombaugh and Kelsey Dysinger. Hunter, how's the boys team doing this year?
We're doing pretty good to start off. I mean, we're right in the middle. Times are being kind of hit. We could probably improve a little bit more, but we're not doing too hateful.
How'd you guys do at Covington Invitational?
I don't know the exact place we got, but we're like right in the middle where we usually are, but right in the middle.
And then last week at Spencerville?
Also right in the middle area. So it's where we usually are. But
And are you hitting your times this year?
Sorta. A little bit slow. I could improve a little bit, but as the season moves on, I probably can hit my times more often.
Kelsey, how's the girls team doing this year?
We're doing really good. Our Covington meet, we did really well, and we got in the top rankings, I don't know for sure. But then at Spencerville, we placed second, which was awesome because some of our runners, they didn't have too great of a day, like me. And so hopefully as time progresses, everybody's just going to get faster and get more in shape, and we'll be right at the top like we were last year.
And what are you looking forward to at Cedarville next weekend?
I'm hoping for the 21s. I just hope I can get back at it and just get back in the groove of things.
And how about you, Hunter?
Same, really. Just kind of keep going and improve as the season moves on. Just keep pushing.
And that does it for Week 3 of cross country. We will be back with girls volleyball.
Hello, my name is Ron Sutherland, President of Covington Savings and Loan. We have been a part of the Covington and the surrounding community since 1886. We have been serving both savings and loan customers and help promoting home ownership. Stop by and talk with Jason for your lending needs, or see Diane in Brooklyn for all your savings needs. Thank you for your continued support to help Covington Savings and Loan continue to support the Covington community. FDIC approved.
I'm here with Lady Bucks volleyball coach Lonnie Kane. You guys are 5-3 overall this year and 5-0 in conference play. You're coming off a 4-set victory over Mississinawa. Can you give us a recap of what the Lady Bucks have looked like over the past few weeks?
Well, it was pretty obvious that we were kind of outmatched early on when we were playing against the Shelby County schools, being Jackson Center, Anna, and Russia. And getting back into the league, we struggled a little bit early with Bethel and Ansonia went 5 sets, but I think we found a little bit of our rhythm. The hitters are a lot more confident with Lindsay getting them the ball. Last night, our first set against Mississippi was kind of just like walking through dreamland or something. We didn't really focus. Second and fourth sets, we played really well, put the ball away. And then, we followed that up, or that was after we had beaten Newton soundly on last Thursday's CCC match. So that was a good way to continue on with our 5-match winning streak.
So what's on the horizon for the Lady Bucks?
Well, tomorrow night we have a really big match with Frank Monroe. They're coming to town with a 4-1 record. And like I said, we're 5-0, so that's going to be a huge match for us and for Frank Monroe. We beat them in 3 last year, so I know they're going to be looking for revenge. And next week starts our 6 matches in the span of 6 days. We play Fairlawn in youth volleyball night on Monday at home, travel to Bradford on Tuesday. We're at home with Arcanum on Thursday, and then Saturday we participate in the Minster Invitational. And just found out today that we open up against Marion Pleasant, who was the runner-up last year in the Minster Invitational. So it's I think they're a Division II team out of Marion County area, and that's going to be a big test for the Lady Bucks.
Thank you, and after this message, we will be back to talk with the football team.
Covington Eagles does a lot for this school and this program. We need to give them some thanks. On three, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Covington Eagles! Yeah!
Thank you, Covington Eagles! Thank you, Covington Eagles!
Thank you, Covington Eagles.
Thank you, Covington Eagles! Woo! Thank you, Covington Eagles, for all you do for Covington schools. Go Bucks! Woo!
We're back with week 3 of Bucks Weekly, and with Coach Cates, Covington football. Bucks are coming off of a 28-21 defeat to Fort Laramie. And Coach, it was pretty obvious the difference in the game was running the ball and stopping the run.
Yeah, absolutely. Defensively, we wish we would have tackled better. That number 45, Hoying boy, is a nice runner, and we did not tackle well. We'd get ourselves in good situations, and then they'd have a play-action pass, or we'd miss a tackle, or just put us in a few bad situations defensively. And then offensively, like you said, the difference right now, and I told the kids, we have to be able to run the football if you want to win those big games. We threw the ball fine, but you can't throw it every down. And in my opinion, you have to be balanced, and we're not very balanced right now. And so we have to do a better job in the trenches. And I coach offensive line, and we're continuing to get better, but we're still not where we need to be. And we're so close. We're this close. Fort Laramie's a good football team, and we're right there. We just got to fix our mistakes. The penalties weren't an issue. Turnovers weren't an issue. It's just like you said, and the football is as complicated as we want to get as coaches sometimes. It boils down to blocking and tackling, and they blocked and tackled better than we did, and that was the difference.
Well, and the good thing, if you look at some positives, I mean, they scored and go up 28-14. I think there was maybe 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the game, and our kids fired right back. I mean, we go down and score, recover an onside kick, and we were right there at the end of the game, was in position to tie it, at worst tie it, and possibly if we go for 2, win it. So the character of the kids, even be down 28-14 with 2 minutes to go and never quit. That's a positive.
Oh, absolutely, and that's that's expected being at Covington, in my opinion. But I'm glad that the kids are still that way. Our kids refuse. They don't want to ever give up, and we need to keep that here. And I told the kids I was so proud of them how they finished. And what I think it boils down to is we have a lot of young guys out there. But I think they're thinking too much, because 2 of the drives that we moved the ball just fine, we went really fast paced right before half, and then they're on that score right before the end because they weren't thinking. And I think that's a big part of what's going on right now. Our kids are thinking, trying to feel through things. You can't do that in football. You just got to play. And the way we finished, we can definitely build off of that, but those losses are tough. That's a heartbreaking loss, like you said. A great executed onside kick, have an opportunity, and then we threw the ball 3 straight downs and didn't get anything out of it. And can't blame it on one guy. It's a team effort. It's us coaches. It's the kids. We have to get better.
And this week we go over to Tri-County North, play them 2nd year in a row over at Tri-County North, and that's a tough place to play at times.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's always been a tough place when I was a player playing against them, and then even as a coach, every time we went over, it almost feels like you're down in a pit, and it does seem like a hostile environment there, but, we played well there last year. We didn't start off well. We fumbled, I think, the first play from scrimmage, but man, we came out in the second quarter and really put it on them. Our kids are chomping at the bit to get a W, and North is a very big football team. They're a junior-heavy team, so they're young like we are. They only have a few seniors to get a play. They're very big and physical, but they're not as athletic as some of the teams we've already played, and our kids are ready to go. Our kids, I think, are tired of losing, which they should be. I know I am, but North is going to be a tough test. I mean, especially up front, like you said, our struggles, with running the football, it doesn't get any easier with those big horses they have on their D-line. They have 3 or 4 guys over almost 300 pounds, 270, 280 pounds. So we're going to have to fire out low, and it will be put to the test this week.
Well, the good thing is that we played our 3 games. We played 3 playoff teams from a year ago. One was in the state final last year, and all 3 of those teams have a really good shot at going back to the playoffs this year. And we, at times during all three of those games, we gave all three of those teams all they could handle. Now granted, the scoreboard didn't show it in the first two games, but there were times where we really showed the type of potential of a quality football team that we could be.
Oh, absolutely. You look at the St. Henry game, we're down 14-7 at half, have the ball to come out to start the second half. I mean, we're right there. And St. Henry is, I think, the better of the three that we've played this year. And, we were right there. And just turnovers and mistakes. And you look at Minster, we had more yardage than they did, but we had 4 turnovers, and they had a punt block for a touchdown. I mean, you have these mistakes, you're not going to be a good football team, and we're getting better every week, but like I told the kids, you're right there, kick the door down, and so you're absolutely right. The potential's there, and that's what I think is frustrating for myself, for the community, probably the kids. We know we're not a bad football team. We know we're better than what we're playing, and we're just not getting it done. And that's the frustrating part. It'd be different if we weren't very talented. I know we're young. It's an easy excuse to use, but we're a good football team, and we're just frustrated because we know how good we can be, and we're so close, so we're ready to get a W.
Color Green Photo offers a variety of photographic options for high school seniors, weddings, and families. We pride ourselves in providing creative and captivating images that have a special meaning to those we shoot. Please visit colorgreenphoto.com to view samples of our work and contact us at 937-418-0417 to schedule your next photo session.
That concludes week 3 of Bucks Weekly. Catch Bucks Radio this Friday night as the Covington football team travels to Tri-County North to face the Panthers in a cross-county conference matchup. Game time is at 7:30. Broadcast time is at 7:15. Catch all the action with Martin Listner and Andy Johnson with Ashby Wrench to my left doing stats. For Ben Robinson and Ashby Wrench, we say good night.
And go Bucks.
This is Andy Johnson of Bucks Radio, the voice of Covington Buccaneers. Here to encourage Buccaneer fans to support local businesses. Your patronage of local businesses goes a long way in allowing them to continue to support Covington schools and Covington athletics.